But no, honestly, like,
No, I'm messing
because
with
I
you.
already got my daughter is 15. You know, she about to be driving like full license and all of that. I raised my daughter. You know what I'm saying? From a tax perspective, I think marriage is a young man's game.
Yeah, yeah.
I think marriage is a young man's game. A young man that doesn't have much, I think marriage is his game. Um, I don't think marriage is an older man, older, more successful guy's game. I don't think that that's
Hmm.
what it is.
Yeah,
So,
because I'll let me add in on that because I'll say like in my situation, I was starting from nothing, young and broke, and then I met a girl who was on her stuff, and it was like, all right, let's build something
mhm.
together. And as soon as I started building, I don't like all this attention that you get, and I don't like that you leaving more. So now you got to think like I meet a lot of great women who are very successful at stuff, and they're like, I just want to help you in your life. I just want to use my skills and my resources to help you. So it's almost like, why would I stop? Building those situations and be like, I'm about to cut all this off and then go settle down. It's like, you meet a lot of successful corporate women that's like, I like you so much, I'm willing to use these resources to help you and like work with your company and help you build that company.
Yeah.
And that was part of how I got back on my feet. Like, okay, bet you need this, you need these supplies, you need these resources. And it was almost like as I'm building my business, they were like, I want to help, and I'm cool with you doing your thing. Like, I ain't even gonna ask, like, whatever. So it's like, why would I change that? So
Yeah. So I'm surprised though, because you still contemplating the possibility of having more kids.
I mean, like I said, part of me, the old me still kind of wanted it, but it's like, man, if I already got it and they taken care of, like, let me focus on that. You know what I mean? Like, I would say, like, part of the old me wanted that. And I'm still kind of like, damn, man, like, I wanted that, but I don't think it's a good idea. But part of me, like, damn, this was the dream that I always had, like, sons, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
sons, strong sons. Like, I used to see guys with like four sons and they all grew up to be strong entrepreneurs and all this stuff. But it's like, man, what does it take to really pull that off? And is that practical now? So, but it's like that
I don't
dream
know
is
how
like,
I benefit
man,
though. If let's just say hypothetically, I had some sons and they wound up being super successful, I'm not really sure how I benefit from that.
hmm
Like, I don't know why that
yeah,
would be meaningful to me.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
So I got a completely different perspective. I just think that most women today, not all, because I do know some phenomenal women. Shout out to the bag chasers. I think that most women today are absolutely positively. I'm looking for the nicest words that I can see. I think they're absolutely positively for self. I think they're selfish. And I think that they're quite possibly one of the worst things that ever happened to some men,
Mm.
by far. I mean, I know guys that have never recovered mentally from the trauma that women have put them through.
Man, for
And
real.
the worst part about it is that if you look at the girl, she don't even care. She'll just move over into the next guy.
hmm
She'll monkey branch over into the next guy. She don't care nothing about what she's inflicted on that guy. And so when you think about that, when you think about the idea that a woman can tell you that she loves you at one point in your life and then want to do you absolutely dirty for her own benefit or out of spite later on in that relationship, that's scary
Yeah.
for a lot of guys. That can be one of the scariest, the biggest financial decision that you'll ever make in your life is the person that you lay next to every day.
hmm
And when you take that into consideration, it's hard for guys to really be convinced that they need to be in a relationship going forward outside of just focusing on themselves.
Facts. I agree with you, man. And I mean, it's crazy that you even see it that way because a lot of married guys in today's world is like, oh man, whatever you got to do, happy wife, happy life, right? But I don't see a lot of guys that's like, I'm married and I see things for really what it is, right? They try to sell you on how Trey is wrong and I need to be like this. And until I get like this, I'm wrong, right? But like you just said, man, when I realized the person I was with had a whole arsenal ready for like whenever I
What do
was
you
ready to hit
mean?
that button,
What do you mean?
a art, a arsenal like lawyer, money, friends, community. When I say, man, I can't even go through my old community without people looking at me like, what did he do? And I'm like, man, that's crazy. Like
You got to
when I
be
say
kidding
like,
me.
Oh, of course. No, for real talk. So like you said, the thing that, oh, this is the person that I'm with or whatever, when they decide to hit that button and it's over, man, like I always say, like, I shouldn't even be here today, the amount of stuff that I had to go through. It was meant to destroy me mentally, physically, and spiritually, man. Like, so it's a blessing I'm even here, man. Like, and if it wasn't for a group of four very powerful people in Detroit saying, like, I had to show up to some people like, yo, I got to pay my lawyer tomorrow, thousands of dollars, and the only way I can get that is doing some street stuff. Like, I refuse to let you go back to this. Here, I got you. If it was, it's like, man, if you don't pay this money, you losing everything.
Hmm.
And that was like a very sobering thing of like, if it wasn't for them people, I wouldn't be here today. You know what I mean? Like real talk. So it's
Yeah,
brutal, man. Like,
I think that a lot of people used to tell me that I got a unicorn.
hmm
They might be right. Cause I honestly, man, you know, I'm so confident that I feel like I can make a chick what she's supposed to be. That's just the confidence that I have in me. But then the other side of me says, but is it worth the effort to do so?
hmm
Because I don't really need, you know, I don't need a woman. I don't need you. Why would I put the effort into to make you what it is that I feel like? And man, you know, I think that all guys are supposed to have that same level of confidence, but at the same time, they have to do a risk assessment to figure out whether or not it's even worth their time to make that type of effort. I just don't see it.
hmm
That's my biggest thing. I just don't see any woman as worth that type of effort for me to put into her like that. I'm not dealing with that anymore. So
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
it's weird. What do you think about the current state of social media? Because dating is different also,
Mm,
considering the fact that you really don't have to go up to anybody anymore.
yeah. Oh, that's a good topic, man. Look. So when I go out, like a lot of my old community was like, yo, you in clubs a lot because people start saying, oh, you rap. Like, pull up to these clubs, I'm gonna play a song. A lot of people was like, how are you partying with all these girls? I put it like this, man. I went out for a year straight. I don't think I brought none of the one, like maybe one or whatever home out of a year of partying every weekend or whatever. One girl, right? But I go on the dating sites and it's like hella options because of the way I got my pictures, the way I got my profile. So it's like I thought like, oh, when people go out to bars and clubs, you meet girls. Man, them girls go there for drinks, to dance with that girl's attention and they out. You know what I mean? Like, but
Mm-hmm.
for me, I go to a club and them girls be like, can I get a drink out of this guy? Can I get some attention? Or they go in there to dance with their friends. So I think a lot. What I see is a lot of guys that be piling up in there, surrounding girls, thinking that they about to get them home, and I'm like, man, that ain't about to happen. Like, and what I've seen the most success is really optimizing like the Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, and seeing like the options go from there. But it's something that I ain't never seen. I had to adapt quick. But I don't want to say like I got lucky, but I didn't get lucky because I worked for it. That I'm in a position that I'm in to where when I got back out here, I was already in shape. I already had some status and like or whatever, so I didn't just like be out here by myself.